There's something wrong with the way that we treat people. These injustices cannot go unaddressed.
People across the country have been taking to the streets in protest of Wednesday's decision by a New York grand jury to not indict a New York police officer in the chokehold death of Eric Garner. Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Barry KRIGER. Grand juries have been returning controversial decisions in the last few days in both Ferguson, Missouri and Staten Island, New York. 22 News reporter Matt CARON standing by live at our Hampshire County Bureau after looking into the role of a grand jury and how they're actually put together.
Well, the makeup of a grand jury differs with each legal jurisdiction. But here in Hampshire County, a grand jury is made up of 23 members of the community. This is the grand jury deliberation room at the Hampshire County Courthouse. 23 people chosen at random make up a grand jury. They get screened by the court to be fair and impartial, with no quota for race or gender. Unlike a trial jury, a grand jury may hear more than one case. They are seated for a period of 3 months and hear evidence of any serious case before the court during that time. It may be murder, rape, or robbery. Northampton attorney James Winston.
A grand jury tends to sit longer than a regular jury, so you might tend to get more either retired people or people that work from home that can afford that additional time requirement.
Unlike a trial jury, a grand jury does not determine a suspect's guilt or innocence. They only determine if there's enough evidence to bring the case to trial. A prosecutor presents the evidence, but that doesn't mean it's one-sided. Assistant Northwestern District Attorney Stephen Gagney.
We're ethically obligated to present any and all evidence that may tilt in favor of an accused person. And if we withheld that information, not only would that be unethical, but any charges that resulted from that would likely be dismissed. Probable cause is a low standard, but if the evidence isn't even there, it's not unheard of to have grand juries not indict cases.
This will be over. Another important distinction to make here is that a trial jury's decision needs to be unanimous for a verdict. But for an indictment, a grand jury only needs a simple majority. Reporting live at our Hampshire County Bureau in Northampton, Matt CARON, 22 News.